started. It's 6:29. I know some people are still on the way. There was an accident on 565, so we're trying to give them a little more time to get here. But y'all look good in those Adidas uniforms. Let me just say that. Give yourself a round of applause. So parents, we're going to take some pictures of you and interview you too, okay? So we want you to be involved in the process so you're not just sitting here bored for a long time. But again, I know we're kind of a little bit past midway of the season, and so this is a part of time when we try to decide on a date and we can get everybody together. And it's kind of difficult because you guys are so busy, you're so talented, everybody's doing something. So we're glad that you're here today, and we're going to try to get everybody in and get everybody out. When you take your team photos and individual photos in the gymnasium, once you finish that, you're going to leave there and you're going to the green room in the hallway. Okay? In the hallway, you'll be with Coach Jay. Where's Coach Jay? Coach Jay, where are you? He's working out. Coach Jay will be in the hallway, have a sign up in the green room. You're going to do some personal interviews there with your coach and yourself. Once you finish that, we have the opportunity to hire Lens Lady on the Lens is here with us. Give her a round of applause. Lens Lady covers a lot of our community and a lot of our athletes throughout the city of Huntsville. And so she'll be pulling you guys out to do interviews as well throughout the day. In the hallway there, in the area in the back, she'll be pulling you to do some interviews, some personal interviews about who you are. My dear friend, and we've been working together since 2016, I believe it is. 17? So 9 years. We started off at Columbia High School. He came in to start working with our high school players, really took them to a new level from the mental standpoint of their game. And I talked about this at our initial meeting about mental skills. And so today you'll get an opportunity to learn more about what mental skills is about. Professional mental skills coach who work with not only middle school, high school, collegiate, and professional athletes. Coach Roger Kitchen is here. Coach Kitchen, raise your hand. Let's give him a round of applause. And then toward the end of the night, Coach Levi is unable to be here. And let me just say this. Coach Levi is not here. He's way down in Atmore, Alabama right now, working. But every weekend that you go and play, when all 12 teams are playing, he has registered you, he has paid for it, he has made sure every person is on the list, on the roster, every coach is on the list and on the roster. Well, all we have to do is walk in and go do our thing and go perform. As a director of basketball operations, I get to stand here in front of you and talk and all those things. But Coach Levi is behind the scenes making all this happen. And so, just like he does every week, he called today, made sure you had everything you needed. He also said, Coach, are we going to feed the boys today? I said, man, you want to feed them too? He said, well, we always feed them. I said, ooh, our numbers are growing tremendously. But he said, you want to make sure you ate while he was in 5 hours away. So he's going to order the pizza. We're going to have pizza toward the end. As long as you make sure you take care of your business, do what you're supposed to do, okay? I said this from day one, and I'm going to keep saying this. I don't care how many championships you win. You hear me? Yeah. Okay. Taking a picture with a ring on really doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you develop as a young man, that you develop on and off the court, that you get better as a basketball player, that you learn discipline, that you grow, that you make your middle school team and be a significant impact there. You make your high school team and be a significant impact there. And let me just say this. We're graduating our first senior class this year. We had 11 seniors. Coach McHale just left. He had to bring some stuff for me. We had 11 seniors. I am proud to say, y'all been watching social media, we've been traveling from school to school to school and signing days. 8 of those 11 have already signed basketball scholarships. 8 of them. And that's not only because of the Lakers, but it's because of the commitment that the parents have made to us. It's because really a great job that our high school director, Coach McGill, has done, who actually, Coach Kitchen had our first year with Coach McGill, who, as I told you guys, is still the leading scorer at Columbia High School. And when he took the job as the high school director under me, I coached him in high school. I told him his #1 job as a high school director is to get those young men in college. Whether it's through academics or basketball, it didn't matter. But they had to go to college. And so 8 of the 11 have already signed, and we're working on the last 3 right now. And we're gonna get them done before the end of school. Okay? So 2 of them have already gone on college visits, and I think the coaches do like them. But that's what it's all about for us. So the rings are great, winning championships are great, but it's bigger than all of that for us, okay? My wife is here, she will tell you, our first season with the Lakers, I think we won 10 games. We were 10 and 24. We didn't quit, we didn't give up, we continue to put the work in, okay? So I want to encourage you to continue to put the work in, continue to stay with it. We have a dedicated group of coaches. All the coaches, will y'all come to the front really quickly, please? All right, will y'all give them a round of applause? They are volunteering their time. We have a couple of coaches who don't have kids in the program. They're definitely volunteering their time. They're committed to what the organization is all about. And so we thank you for what you do. I sincerely appreciate all that you do and the sacrifices that you make. Hopefully, in a couple of years, you won't be volunteering your time. That's our goal. But parents, I hope that you appreciate your coach. We try to meet every Sunday on a Zoom to discuss next steps, to discuss how we can be better for you. And so they are working their butts off. They're talking to us every single week how they can be better and how we can better serve their son. Okay? So we're trying to put the work in, and we're glad that you're here, and we really appreciate you trusting in us with your son. So thank you so much for being part of the Laker family. Guys, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
21 years you can go to your
Control. What do you think? Go ahead. You can control the ball. Hey, what do you think? What's something that you can control in basketball?
So that's fire.
The game.
Here, here's fire.
Game space. Okay. Pace. Like how fast you move. Okay. Yeah, I like that. You control your attitude. I like that. Go ahead. Toughness. Yeah, kind of how tough I mean, if I get tired, can I push through it? My positivity, that's like attitude and mindset. I love it. So everything that we do within the program is focused on what we can control. Positive attitude, my hustle, my body language. What about talking to your teammates? What do we call that? It starts with the letter C, communication. You're going to put the stick on the ground, and you guys are already doing it. And I want you to practice. I want you to practice. I want you to practice balancing the ball on the stick. On your mark, just practice. On your mark, get set, go. Eyes on Coach K. Everybody must be still. All right, my man. Grab the ball that you have, hold it in your hand. We will not start until everybody has the ball in hand.
I don't stop. I don't quit. I'm relentless. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Relentless in my pursuit of greatness every day. Relentless, ain't no obstacle that's standing in my way. They said it couldn't be done, I just laugh and proceed. Plant the impossible seed, watch me grow what I need. Relentless like a storm that just won't let up. Relentless, pour my heart into every single rep, bro. No breaks, no excuses, no days that I'm soft. When everyone...
Come on up here. You're not in trouble. Get up here. Put your stick down, put the ball down. Because of extreme focus, they win a Power Mental Performance t-shirt. Give them a round of applause.
Hey, Jeff from the Lakers, thank you for talking to us for today.
Great. High five. Good job. Thank you guys. The famous Carolina Blue, North Alabama.
You gotta open it up, Coach. You gotta open it up now. You're official now part of the brotherhood.
Chillin', I'm the one going up. In the gym, in the grind, in the battle within. I'm addicted to the process, yeah, I'm locked in the win. They could sleep on my name, I'll be working in silence. Then I'll shock the whole world with my relentless defiance. Relentless, yeah, I don't fall, no. Relentless, yeah, I don't go.
I've been around for a while. My son is Gerardo. He played under Coach O'Neal, middle school, high school, and now he's playing professional ball. He's over in Costa Rica right now, won a national championship in Freed Hardeman in Tennessee, and came runner-up on the second championship. And I'm very grateful for what Coach O'Neal and Coach Blandon and Coach Edwards put in him throughout the years. So when I thought about something, and I prayed. I said, man, I wish years ago that my son could have been in an organization as good as this one. I'm not saying I'm not down in any other teams that he played for, travel ball, but this is a complete, not just a team, but a family. I'm very, very grateful to have this, to be a part of this organization. And I do want to share something. So my day started about 4 o'clock this morning from work, and I was tired when I came in. And there was a young man right there with that green cask on. I was looking for him today. When I got ready to come into the bathroom, we was getting ready to come out. I wanted to go ahead and wash my face up, kind of freshen up a little bit. And he stepped back, and he held the door for me. He told me to come in. I said, no, son, you go ahead. You come in, you come on out. He said, I know, sir, you come on in. So that made me feel so good and let me know that it was very, very, very good stuff going around this organization besides just basketball, of making these young men complete and round. So when I say that, I say this to say that we don't see that these days. Now you see young kids now in different organizations, and I have to get on mine as well too, of making sure that you respect your elders. And I do understand that respect is earned. But that young man, he changed my whole mindset, because I said, I'm ready to go home. I've been up since 4 o'clock. I got to be back at work in the morning. But that young man changed my whole mindset, and I'm glad that I came over to meet this young man. Whoever his parents is, I want y'all to give him another. I said when I was walking out, man, and I don't want to make this all about him. And I said, how's he playing basketball with a cask on his with a cask on his arm? But that young man, you're gonna go a long way in life. And I said this, I'm very, very proud of, again, to be a part of this organization. So you remain coachable and listen. Continue to go as you go, and you're with the right organization. I don't know a better coaches in this besides this staff right here, in anything that Coach O'Neal, Coach Edwards, Coach Levi is a part of in the city of Huntsville. I want to be a part of it. I know something good is going to come out of it. And thank you parents for being dedicated, because it takes a lot. You as well, I did it for years. And I know how this weighs in on other stuff that you got to do, but we have to invest in our young men. Thank you very much, okay?
Good morning, I'm the vice president on the board, and just to see the way the program has evolved over the last few years, it's just amazing to me. You know, from 1 or 2 teams to what we got now, 12 teams, you know, to 12 teams in that short span.
28 coaches.
Yeah, that lets you know that they're doing something right. God doesn't bless mess, right? So if something's being done right, you're gonna see the increase, and you are proof of that. So I just want to thank you all for coming out and being a part of the Laker family. Parents, thank you for entrusting us with your young men. You probably could have chosen any other travel club, but I guarantee you that you chose the right one. And young men, this is not just a given that you are a part of the Laker family. You had to try out, right? Yeah, so it wasn't guaranteed for you to be a part of this family, right? So give yourself a pat on the back for putting in that work and showing the coaches something that they like, saw something in you, and they say, you know what, I think that young man needs a part of this organization. So I'm happy for you all to be here, and like President Lane touched on, it's so much more than basketball in this organization. Like tonight, you got the mental skills, you got the picture, you do community service. So once you finish up with this organization, you're going to be a well-rounded young man, and I think I hope you take advantage of everything that you've learned while you were here. But one quick thing I want to touch on, I shared with the other group, is about commitment. You've got to be committed to the organization. You've made the team, you've been playing, but you have got to continue to be committed to the program and for yourselves. And you know, being committed is coming to practice, showing up at games even when you don't feel like it, right? You got to come out, you got to be committed even when things aren't going well. You may not be progressing as much as you hope you would. You may not be getting the playing time that you think you should be getting. But overall, you're part of it now, so you still got to be committed to this program. Commitment builds trust. If the coaches and the other staff can see you putting the work in, and they say, hey, he shows up, he's working hard, that's going to build trust between you and the coaches, right? And guess what happens when you build trust with the coach? If he knows he can count on you to always be there, to always show up, then when it's time for game time and it's a situation where he needs somebody to come up with a big play, then guess what? Your name's going to come to mind, right? So just continue to put that hard work in. Parents, continue to encourage your kids. If they have a bad game, hey, it's just a game. Let's just help them get prepared for the next one. But I'm just so happy to be a part of the family and get an opportunity to stand here and just share a little bit with you, and just so proud to have you a part of the Laker family. Thanks.
Coach Kitchen, how are you today, sir?
I'm good. What's the latest?
So first things first, who are you and what do you do?
So who am I? That's a great question. So let's start with what I do. I'm a help with the Lakers. I help with their mental skills training. So it's teaching these kids how to manage their emotions, be resilient, perform under pressure, a lot of the mental traits that they're going to need to be successful in basketball, even in life. So if you ask any basketball player, they'll tell you 80-90% of basketball is mental. And so we work on just different tips, techniques, and coaching to help them just become a better basketball player. They're going to need it on and off the court, the classroom. They're going to need it in that. And then, who am I? So let's start with the interesting stuff. Father of 2 boys who played sports in high school, my youngest one ran track and cross country in college, and I got to cut my teeth on helping them with their mental skills, being a coach and helping out, and married to Sandy for almost 30 years. So that's the more interesting stuff than anything else I do in life. So
I love that.
That's a little bit about me.
And the last question for you. So what was your role here today?
Today, being a quote-unquote coach and a facilitator, and taking the 4th through 6th grade teams through a mental skills session, teaching them how to focus and learning how to block out distraction, and then just learning how to control what they can control in basketball. And then we're going to do the same thing with the 7th, 8th grade teams, teaching them how to focus, ignore things that won't help them, lock in on things that will help them in basketball.
Okay, well, thank you, Coach. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
hold it for you.
I just try to be sexy. He's so sexy. Look at him later. Y'all fit joker. I'm talking about the fit joker.
There you go, coach. There you go. We good.
Yeah,
I
okay.
ain't fit like y'all.
You fit.
Gentlemen, how are y'all doing?
Doing well.
Great, how are you?
Doing well, doing well. Okay, so first, who do I have with me?
Coach O'Neal, North Alabama Lakers.
And Coach Corey Green, North Alabama Lakers.
Okay, and so what do we represent here? The organization, what we're doing today. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, today was media day for our 2034 fourth grade through our 2030 eighth grade team. So we have 8 teams from fourth grade through eighth grade that competes. Some are competing on the Adidas Junior 3SB, and then some compete on a local regional circuit with Made Hoops and some of the other national tournaments. But all of them were here today doing their pictures, their team pictures, coaches' pictures, and all that kind of stuff.
Corey?
I'm more so here for support and make sure we're doing our strength and conditioning stuff, making sure that our guys are getting the mental aspect of the game as well as the physical part of the game, which is very important. But other than that, I mean, we have a good day. We have fun.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, Coach didn't left us to do. I was gonna say I was gonna put all of that in the interview.
Good.
Okay, so Coach, tell me a little bit about the season coming up or in the middle of.
So we're kind of right a little bit past midway through the season. We just finished up our 3rd session, Super Regional Adidas Circuit. We did really well, went 3-1. We should have actually won that tournament. But we just left Rock Hill, South Carolina last weekend. So our kids are doing really well. The 2030 Junior 3SB team is 10-4. 10-3. We're 10-3 on the circuit, so they're doing really good. And we're 7 strong. We have 7 players. We actually been playing with 6 most of the season, and so their strength and conditioning has been prevailing and showcasing this year. Playing with 6 players on a national circuit is difficult, and they have taken a test. Yeah, they stepped up, and people are like, "That's all your players?" We like, "Yeah." After we beat you by 30.
Right.
They don't ask that anymore.
We train for this. I believe that, you know, every coach should push you to your full potential, and that's how you get better. So we are firm believers in that. We compete at a high level with just 6 players. You know, people are out for other sports and other things going like that. We always have a reason where we'll have one missing, but these guys competed, man. They haven't lost a game that we shouldn't have won, and every game we did won, we definitely deserve to win. So it's been fun. I love this group of guys. They want it. They're go-getters. They are disciplined, and they're looking to be better. And so we're just in a position to help them get to where they're trying to go to.
Awesome. And is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
Well, not only that, I would like to say this. We just did our academics for the third 9 weeks, 12 teams. We came out right at 3.31 with 12 teams. That's 4th grade through 12th grade. We're very proud of that. This is a true brotherhood for our young men. It's a true family. I know a lot of organizations talk about family. We really try to live that. We really try to give them a platform to grow as young men beyond basketball. And we told them, you know, it's great to go and win, but it's okay to lose and learn and develop. We're about skill development. But what makes us proud is that they can go to their middle school, make their team. They can go to their high school, make their team, and be a major contributor at their middle school and high school. Lastly, I want to say this. We just graduated our first senior class. They'll be graduating 2026. Our high school director, Miguel Williams, when he took the job last year, I told him, your #1 goal is to make sure we get our young men in college. And right now, we have 11 seniors. 8 of them have signed basketball scholarships. 8. We have 3 more to go. They have been on visits, and we're looking for those 3 to sign by the end of the summer. And so the North Alabama Lakers is beyond the basketball. We're trying to develop our young men to be great men in the community. Whether they go play another game of basketball when they graduate from high school, we want them to go to college, we want them to be great citizens, we want them to be great big brothers, great young men, and continue to give back to their community. When we go and serve in Northwood Projects, that was a monumental moment for us to go and see people who don't have what they have. And a lot of our parents were touched by that moment to go and serve 1,200 people that don't have food to eat. It meant something to us. And we go and do that every 3 or 4 months. We want to go back and give to our community.
And not only are we doing all that outside of the gym, we'll still bust your tail in the gym. My bad, coach. That might be edited out. I hope it's not, because it's serious, it's real. We do a lot side out of the gym, but we do push these jokers inside of the gym. So they definitely getting better. The athleticism, the discipline, their skill work, everything is getting better.
And I know people ready to see us locally. We don't play a lot of local. We're on the national circuit. I mean, but we'll be local this weekend. If you want to see us, we'll be at the Omniplex. But we travel.
We ain't dodging no smoke, man. Come find us. You know where to find us. We posted it on our website.
You see it. But as you see, Junior 3SB has taken notice. They did the last 2 videos. And they mic'd me up in the last game. So they're taking notice of the North Alabama Lakers and what they're doing. And it's a testament to our young men. It's a testament to Coach Cord, where he pushed them in practice, our preseason conditioning. All of our young men will be on that trajectory as they continue to grow, as our strength and conditioning coach is pushing all our groups. Some of them are not quite ready yet, but the running the hills, running Chapman Mountain, all of that stuff we do that people don't see, coach.
Right.
They don't see some of that.
Right.
You know, that stuff is paying off, and we're very proud of our young men.
Absolutely.
All right.
Ladies, ladies, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all, the thing that you do.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Coach O'Neal, Coach Green. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Take
you.
care.